Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Deacon stops Lauren in her tracks with one word and RJ lets Luna know where he stands. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. In Forrester Creations' main office, Finn and Steffi kiss. He tells her he got takeout from Il Giardino for dinner. Steffi guesses he ran into Deacon and he wouldn't let it go about Sheila. Finn nods. Steffi says he needs to stop spreading this nonsense that Sheila is alive. Steffi asks if Finn thinks he got through to Deacon. Finn says no. He can't let go of the idea that he saw 10 toes right before she was cremated. Steffi is trying to be understanding of the connection Finn had to Sheila. It's easier now that they don't have to worry about her anymore. Finn won't let the details of her death distract him, or Deacon distract him either. His focus is on her and her happiness, and their kids and their happiness. They express their love and embrace. In the design office, Zend and Poppy work to convince RJ to forgive Luna. Zend says there's plenty of blame to go around but not on Luna. RJ doesn't need Zend telling him what to do. They go over the fact that Zend stabbed him in the back intentionally even if he thought she wanted him. "You stabbed me in the back," he hollers. Zend protests that she was in his bed saying she was happy to see him. RJ asks, "Did you forget that she was my girlfriend?" "No. You knew exactly what you were doing and who you were doing it to. Your cousin." Zend is sorry and hopes one day he'll forgive him. He'll understand if he can't, because he's right, it was a betrayal. On my part, not on Luna's. You are so lucky, RJ. Don't blow this. Luna doesn't want RJ to feel pressured. Poppy doesn't want to pressure him either, but if it weren't for her mints this wouldn't have happened. RJ says she's right. He orders Zend out so he can be alone with Luna. Poppy leads Zend out. Let's give them some time. On the way out the door, Zend tells RJ he knows his world has been rocked, but don't break Luna's heart over something that wasn't even her fault. At the Forrester mansion, Eric tells Lauren she's spoiling him with 2 trips to LA in 1 month. Lauren thanks him for making time for her and tells him he looks stronger and healthier every time she sees him. Eric says the doctors tell him he's gaining on 100% every day. Lauren thinks they have a lot to celebrate, including not having to worry about Sheila Carter anymore. At the Forrester mansion, Eric tells Lauren she's spoiling him with 2 trips to LA in 1 month. Lauren thanks him for making time for her and tells him he looks stronger and healthier every time she sees him. Eric says the doctors tell him he's gaining on 100% every day. Lauren thinks they have a lot to celebrate, including not having to worry about Sheila Carter anymore. At Il Giardino, Deacon does an online search, who is Sugar, but all he gets is photos of desserts. He looks at a photo of Sheila and says he saw her face. "It was you, until it wasn't." He saw 10 toes and she may still be out there. "I'm not going to give up, baby. I promise." Deacon is still looking at Sheila on the laptop when Lauren appears and tells him he might want to delete that and any other reminder of her. "Trust me. You are better off without Sheila." In the design office, Luna asks RJ if he'll ever be able to look at her the same. She's not the honest woman she once was. RJ asks her to stop. He doesn't need Zend to tell her who she is. "I know who you are." He understands that she didn't mean to cheat on him, but it doesn't make it any less shocking or hurt any less. "I don't know where to go from here." RJ knows that's not what she was hoping he'd say, but he wants to be honest. He wishes she had told him right after it happened. Luna hopes he knows how much she regrets that. Keeping the secret was literally making her sick, but she wanted to protect his relationship with his cousin. RJ doesn't care about Zend. He cares about them and where they go from here. It would be a lot easier if he didn't love her so much. RJ is trying to make sense of this still, but every time he looks at her, he sees her in Zend's bed, in his arms. I need time. Luna understands. Just know that I love you so much. I always will no matter what you decide on. She touches his arm but he flinches away. In the main office, Finn tells Steffi he'll take care of everything at home and get the kids to bed. Maybe later they can open a bottle of wine. They canoodle until Finn gets a strange look on his face. He recalls that Deacon asked if part of him wished Sheila was still alive. He thinks Deacon is just having trouble letting go. Steffi says she was there. She lived it. Unlike Deacon, she knows exactly what happened. I was there, I had the knife in my hand. I saw Sheila's face. I know what I did. I defended myself. There is no doubt in her mind that Sheila Carter is dead. At Il Giardino, Deacon muses, Lauren Fenmore in the flesh. He asks how things are in Genoa City. She says everyone's heaving a collective sigh of relief that Sheila is gone. She's celebrating and she's not apologizing for it. Deacon knows their history was bad. Lauren scoffs, putting it mildly. She doesn't know how or why he fell for Sheila, but what she knows for sure is that his life is better off without her in it. Deacon asks, what if Sheila's still alive? Lauren says that's ridiculous. Steffi stabbed her in the heart. She saw her. She identified her and so did he. Why does he have these stories in his head? Deacon, what you had with her wasn't real, and you should be so thankful that you never saw the monster that she was. If you even knew a fraction of what she did to me, the decades of torment. Sheila is gone. She is out of our lives, and I never want to hear her name again. She's walking out when Deacon yells, does the name Sugar mean anything to you? Lauren stops and turns. Sugar? Deacon nods, yes. What do you know about Sugar? I need to know. The evening air was crisp as Lauren made her way down the dimly lit street, her footsteps echoing against the pavement. The city buzzed with life around her, yet she felt a sense of solitude enveloping her, a familiar companion on her nightly walks. Lost in her thoughts, she barely noticed the figure that stepped out from the shadows, blocking her path. Lauren, a voice called out, low and resonant. She halted, her heart quickening as she recognized the voice. Deacon. His presence was unexpected, yet not entirely unwelcome. Turning to face him, Lauren found herself captivated by the intensity in his eyes. There was something different about him tonight, an aura of determination that hung around him like a cloak. Deacon, she replied, her voice soft yet tinged with curiosity. What brings you out here? He took a step closer, the distance between them narrowing until she could feel the warmth of his breath against her skin. You, he answered simply, his gaze never wavering from hers. The word hung between them, pregnant with unspoken meaning. Lauren felt her pulse quicken, her breath catching in her throat. She had long harbored feelings for Deacon, feelings she had buried deep within her heart, afraid to acknowledge their existence. Me, she echoed, her voice barely a whisper. He nodded, his expression unreadable. You've been on my mind, Lauren. More than I care to admit. A rush of emotions surged through her, threatening to overwhelm her senses. She wanted to reach out to him, to confess her own longing, but fear held her back. Fear of rejection, fear of ruining their friendship. Before she could gather her thoughts, Deacon spoke again, his voice gentle yet firm. I need to know, Lauren. Are we just friends, or is there something more between us? The question hung in the air, a weighty silence settling between them. Lauren felt the world around her fade away, leaving only her and Deacon standing in the darkness. In that moment, she knew she had a choice to make, a choice that could change everything. Taking a deep breath, she met his gaze with unwavering determination. There's something more, Deacon, she confessed, her voice steady despite the turmoil raging inside her. But then, to his utter amazement, Luna's face broke into a radiant smile, her eyes shimmering with unshed tears. I love you too, RJ, she whispered, her voice barely a breath. In that moment, all of RJ's fears melted away, replaced by an overwhelming sense of joy and gratitude. He reached out to Luna, pulling her into his arms as they embraced, their hearts beating as one. As they held each other close, RJ knew that their love was worth any risk, any sacrifice. For in each other, they had found not only a lover, but a confidant, a partner, and a friend. And in that knowledge, they found the courage to face whatever the future held, together.